Hello everyone, welcome to another video on my channel. I'm Marshall3498, and today's moto vlog topic, what I like to talk about, is something motorcycle related as usual on my channel, and that is the pros and cons of riding a motorcycle. First, I'll start out, I guess, with the cons, or the bads, however way you want to look at it. Bads really is, number one, yes, riding a motorcycle is dangerous. I assume that risk when I get on it and ride. Is it for everybody? No, it's not. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for anybody who's timid about stuff, because if you are timid about it, it will hurt you. Make no bones about it. But you know, if you ride responsibly and do the right thing, in my opinion, and that is take the MSF course and don't ride above your means so you get some riding experience on your belt, and always wear all your safety gear all the time, no matter how hot it is, especially in the summertime. Humidity where I live in the southern part of the United States, in the summer it gets very humid and very hot. But you know, like the old saying goes, I'd rather sweat than bleed. I guess another bad thing about it is, and it's something that you can deal with, is the weather. You know, if you want to ride when it's nice and warm and all that stuff and not raining out, you're not going to ride that much. Of course, that depends on where you live, but where I live, it gets really hot. It rains quite a bit in the summer. It gets really cold in the winter. So I myself, I kind of take the happy medium, so to speak. I won't ride when it's sleeting, snowing, and I've got cut out in a few little brief rain showers, but I choose not to, just because it gets the bike so dirty. And the bike I ride is chain drive, and then you got to do all your chain maintenance all over again. And plus, it's not only is it harder for cars to see you, but it's really hard if you ride a bike with a full face helmet or not. You know, if you ride with a half helmet or whatever, with glasses or goggles on, it's hard to see. You know, the water that gets all over whatever type of helmet you wear, like I said, whichever kind it is, it makes it extremely hard to see. Even really dense fog, like in the morning time, can be really hard to see. Can be, especially at nighttime, can be worse than raining. But you know, that's just one of those things. If you want to ride to work that day, like I work, you know, during the day, that's just one of those things you accept and you deal with it the best you can. You know, I don't necessarily mind riding when it's kind of cold. You know, when it starts getting middle 30s Fahrenheit, it starts to get pretty cold. But if I haven't rode in a while, like in wintertime, if it's a fairly clear day, if I haven't rode in a while, I'll just, you know, make the best of it, maybe ride only for an hour or two, wear all the warmness gear I've got and layer up, and that's about it. Summertime, kind of the same thing. Wear proper kind of gear to keep you cool the best you can. If you get really hot, like to the point of you're not focused, like you could pass out, definitely pull over and hydrate yourself and try to cool off the best you can. You know, but other than that, other than being dangerous and having to deal with the weather, the pros way outweigh the cons, in my opinion. Riding motorcycles is a blast. It's a good way to clear your head. It's a good way to get out and have fun, to relieve your mind of all the everyday stuff that goes on in life. You know, bill stress, family stress, work stress, all the above. It's an instant way to clear your head. As soon as you get out on a motorcycle, within 5 minutes of leaving my house, I instantly feel way more de-stressed, and all I think about then is being one with the bike and riding safely and having fun. That's just all there is to it. Everything else at that point doesn't really matter, because that's what it's about. It's about getting out and enjoying it. Should you outweigh the pros, and I mean, should you deal with the cons and deal with the pros? You know, meaning, you know, deal with the bad stuff about it and go on and ride and have fun, enjoy it? Absolutely. I think anybody that hasn't ridden a motorcycle, whether it's riding on the back with their significant other, whatever, you know, if you haven't experienced it, you need to at least try it one time. Even if you just go out and take the MSF course, I think that's a good way right there to learn, you know, is this for me or not? You know, it's only a few $100. If you don't want to ride after that, then you've really not lost that much, except for the gear you bought and the money on the class. You know, if you haven't bought a bike yet, then no big deal. It taught you a lesson. You know, it's not for everybody, just like, you know, anything else, you know, that's somewhat dangerous but can be very rewarding and fun. Should you go out and try it and see if you like it, you know, take the class or just go ride with somebody? Absolutely. You know, I myself, I grew up riding ATVs, not very little except for riding my dad growing up. When I was little, I had no actual motorcycle riding experience. I grew up riding, you know, four-wheelers and jet skis and being outside and being able to deal with the weather then. I rode quite a bit, you know, as much as I could, especially riding four-wheeler when the weather was cold. Didn't really bother me, just layered up, off you go. But I just thought I'd like to make a quick video and, you know, share my thoughts on, you know, the topic itself of riding, period, that is. So, on that one, guys, that's about all I got for today's vlog. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you got any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer it when I have time to do so. My channel consists of all kind of stuff motorcycle related. Rider advice, kind of like this. Gear review of motorcycle gear that I currently own and thoroughly tested. Some first ride videos, a review of my current bike I'm riding, which is a 07 Yamaha FC6. Some scenic places where I've been to, and also some drone footage. So if you like this, my channel that you happen to stumble upon, please look through the playlist of all the stuff I've got. I'm right at getting close to 60 videos now, so that's cool. So, but on that, guys, we'll see you. Ride safe and have fun.